It's for the way you look at me.
Well, with years of experience both living and studying marriage and the ingredients needed for a successful relationship, doctors Charles and Elizabeth Schmitz know a thing or two about love.
Yes, indeed. And with us today to discuss their recent book, Golden Anniversaries, the 7 Secrets of Successful Marriage. I can't even say it, it's so easy. Doctors Charles Schmitz and Elizabeth Schmitz, thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
We're delighted to be here. Great to have you with us.
I love Golden Anniversaries. It's like the teas. Can you go 50 years? And to make it, there's 7 secrets.
Yeah. What did you find? You drew from your own lives and then also have interviewed just so many people that their marriages have stood the test of time, and you found some similar things in many of those relationships. Tell us what some of those things are.
Well, we studied marriage first in the Judeo-Christian tradition, and we now have studied, interviewed people in 39 countries on 5 continents. And we found pervasive characteristics that seem to be present in these successful marriages. And so, based upon that 26 years of research, we've written this book, and in our new one, which should be out sometime mid-year, called Simple Things Matter. And it really reminds people that successful love and marriage are about doing the simple things. Successful marriages are an accumulation of the simple things. And so the book tries to describe what those 7 pervasive characteristics are.
And more than anything else, what we've found when we've interviewed couples is that these couples that really make it, they learned what the simple things are. They do them day in, day out. They never fail. They care that much about who they are married to and how much they love them, that they actually do those simple, respectful acts, those acts of kindness, those acts of caring every single day. More than anything else, those simple things matter. They accumulate.
So what you're saying, though, is there wasn't a book or a card or some tear-off part of their marriage license that said the 7 secrets. These began to emerge across the world as you did interviews, and those common characteristics began to emerge. This isn't something that you prescribed then.
No, in fact, what makes our book different than virtually every book that you'll find on a bookshelf in a bookstore is that we focused on studying successful marriage. Our notion is, and our mentor, Don Clifton, the former CEO of the Gallup organization, always said to us, it's important to understand, study success if you want to learn about success. You can't learn about success by studying failure. So what we did was we had 2 thresholds. One was they had to be married a minimum of 30 years. And interestingly enough, we've interviewed people now who have been married between 30 and 77 years.
Wow.
And the second part of that is that they had to pass muster, if you will, with our interview protocol. And the interview protocol really helps us determine, okay, this has been a long marriage, but has it been a successful marriage? Is it a happy marriage? And the protocol that we've developed helps us do that. It allows us to do that.
And our whole purpose was really to set up a model for couples to be able to follow, to say, all right, there's way too much divorce in this country. How can we help people be more successful and really make it? So we've had this mission to reduce the divorce rate. So how do you do that? You get all of the information that we've found from all of these couples out to the world and say, this is what it's about. It's really simple, but you have to do it.
Right. And you have to work at it. It takes 2 people to work at it.
Absolutely.
As I'm looking through some of the 7 secrets here, it takes 2 to tango. Are we talking about dancing or working out life's conflicts, or is it the dance? What is that?
It's sort of yes to all the above. Yeah, that's my favorite answer is yes. If you've ever been to Buenos Aires, Argentina, what you discover, a lot of dancing in the street. And tango, of course, is the favorite dance. And after you observe them for a while, sipping a coffee or something on the street, it begins to dawn on you. You cannot tango by yourself. You simply can't do it. The movements, the support that's given each other, and the like prohibits you from dancing by yourself. I mean, literally, you'd fall on your face, or it would be a different kind of dance. So the notion of 2 to tango is when you get married, what you discover, those that make it, is that marriage becomes we and us, not you and me. But your marriage becomes sort of 2 into 1 but you don't lose your individual identity. See, too many people think, well, we're just clones of each other. We've interviewed a lot of people, thousands of people in our lifetime, who are very different people individually, but their marriages work, they're successful, they thrive. It's that sort of thing.
And they think we all the time. They don't think this is mine or this is yours or it's my money or it's togetherness. And that's the difference.
And if you're dancing like in a tango, if I'm hearing you right, there's an ebb and a flow and a time when one is carrying the weight and the other is supporting and vice versa.
I like what you
That's
said
exactly right.
in the chapter where you're talking about marriage is compromise. That sometimes it's 50-50, sometimes it's 70-30, sometimes it's 10-90, and you could be on either one at the end of that
Oh,
spectrum.
yeah. And it happens that way in these good marriages. They tell you about a time when one was sick or when one was busy with their career or when the two of them had terrible struggles and they were trying to figure out how to do it. They supported each other. And you hear that in their voices. We thought that our marriage was unique because we've lost a child and it's been so many challenges and trying to get our doctorates and what we did raising a child and losing one. And then we hear their stories, and their stories, ours hold nothing compared to these couples that we interviewed. And then when they open their hearts and they tell you the challenges they've had and what drew them together, it's that support for each other.
That's good.
At the last minute, I said, "Where's the book? Where's the book?" And
Yeah.
poor Mike is running across the studio and running back. And
Super Mike.
He's like this at 2-1.
Probably caught a glimpse of his cake as he pulled off the side.
He's the super floor director. Ta-da! But
Well, that was a good, it's just real kind of practical,
yes.
story-filled, easy to read.
And if you want advice from somebody, then, I want to go to somebody who's an expert in that area and in that field. And if you want to get a Valentine gift for maybe your mom and dad or, maybe even a newlywed couple, if you want to get something, this would be a great investment in someone's marriage.
I have to believe that people really, and you have to stipulate something. Somewhere along the line, you have to agree that this is a premise.
Yeah.
I think people that are married want to stay married. Maybe they do, maybe they don't, but I think that most people...
Well, I don't think anybody gets married thinking, oh, we'll just get divorced. I think everybody wants to make a
the minute you
marriage
say
work.
that, somebody's going to say, I don't want to be married. So I'm just saying at some point in the relationship,
That's
they
the
felt like,
prenup.
I want to stay married. And so
Yes.
even like you look right now with the economy, people are deciding to stay together because they can't sell their house. Well, maybe that's the time to take another look at their marriage and just give it one more try.
But you know what? Here's
For